One of the things that I noticed is that you definitely had that tendency that if you're straight above him, you used your down special a lot. He definitely took advantage of that.
For sure. Yeah, it's a bad habit of mine, but I just know it does so much damage. I love to do it. Love to run the feats.
Sure. All right. So what do you think about this match? I mean, we do get to see it, but we don't get to see it that often in grand finals.
Yeah, that is very true. I know that these guys have definitely some history. So matchup, like there's no footsies going on here. There's no feeling each other out. They're getting into it, and love to see that. I think the same thing like with Pitt's. I mean, we've already seen it, but like with Pitt's stage control, it's going to be a kind of a brutal match, I think, for Link if he gets sent off, because all he has really for options of coming back is bomb recovery. That's unique to him. So I think it'll be a lot about him racking up damage with like his big sword and taking stocks early, like he almost did with that. Like I think if he was at maybe 80%, that would have killed him.
Yep, sure thing.
That counter though.
I do think. Not quite. If he was just a little closer, he definitely would have gotten that spike. But it doesn't matter. He was able to seal out that stock. Center stage, up smash.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, Ricky's
Variation on his recovery. I know that one thing that they've talked about would be that RP4 feels that if Ricky doesn't, like, Ricky takes some time to kind of ramp up his pressure, and so if he's going to have any luck at taking the games, he's got to come out swinging really hard, really fast. And I think that we are seeing that he's playing a pretty aggressive game with Link. Even though, you know, Link has his projectile tools to zone, he's really not letting up the pressure and trying to make it so that Chompy doesn't have the time to start to play his game.
Mm-hmm. I think Chompy is really good at adapting and will try to find the opponent's like patterns as fast as possible. And I think that RP4 is doing a pretty good job of mixing up just the way that he's using his projectiles, the way that he's approaching. Like he's just like, so there are some situations where he's just like, I'm not even gonna throw out my stuff. I'm just gonna run up and hit you, like just cause.
Footstool combo.
Okay, that was nice.
Definitely keeping guessing. Didn't quite get to take the next steps on it. I know that one thing that he's tried to show me before is you can footstool to get the bomb and then follow up with an aerial spin attack. It's not going to save you against Pitt's side B though.
Yeah, Pitt's side B is a monster. It's like I liken it to, like, it's almost as annoying as the super armor that Little Mac has on all of his smash attacks. But I mean, it's just a strong attack. It's starting to look like Ricky is finding the patterns and starting to punish, but so is RP4, and at a nice 69%, we're taking it to the last stock.
Nice.
I think that RP4 in this matchup has the same kind of advantage that Yoshi had against Link, where he is the bigger damage dealer of the two. And so if he can just get a nice little string going, like any kind of lead that Chompy might have had can be just vaporized in a couple seconds.
Yeah, sure thing. I think that what he was trying to do just there is that the returning boomerang oftentimes combos into a lot of stuff. If you're close enough, you definitely can get that combo into up smash. But I think he may have missed a dash up when he saw that the boomerang was coming back, so he didn't quite get that. So he ended up whiffing that forward or up smash.
Wow!
Okay.
Man,
Side
the
B,
flash, the face off.
Through that forward smash.
There was such a clear moment where you can see like that they're about to go for the kill move. Like one of them is just gonna take it. Oh, I love that.
You could definitely see it. There was that dash back moment from RP4, and Ricky called it out.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. What a close match, though. I'm excited for this set. Now, who do you think has a more of an advantage on like with a bigger stage or things like that.
Hmm.
I actually think Ricky's arrows are more annoying than. But that's my thoughts.
I think that Pit probably has actually the advantage on a bigger stage. His mobility is greater, and so if he wants to run, he's going to be able to run much better than Link. Like you were saying before, though, Link has definitely stronger hits, and for that reason, I think that RP4 is going to want to favor smaller stages to make sure that Chompy just doesn't really have that opportunity to run as much.
That makes sense. And I would agree with Newt about Pit's arrows being a lot more annoying. Like having the ability to angle them for like a long distance, because those things last crazy long, definitely makes recovering hard. Especially, I think, especially for Link. Like, because if he's trying to like maybe go for a bomb recovery or something, and Chompy can time it correctly to interrupt it, I think that would cause a lot of frustration.
I'd be surprised if he was able to intercept the bomb recovery, but he can definitely intercept the normal recovery for sure. Chompy is just really good about throwing those arrows out into... Oh, wow, I'm surprised that up B hit.
I'm also... It was just very the tip. Oh my gosh.
Now, does anybody know if that side B has a spike hitbox?
Of Pit's?
Yeah, of Pit's.
I don't think so. But they are going at it off stage. RP4 is not letting him come back.
Nope. He's doing what Link does best. He's definitely harassing people off stage.
Mm-hmm.
Real deep recovery on that one, though.
To answer that question, I'm pretty sure Pit's side does not.
Okay. I think one of the things, though, that Pit does, or that Pit has in his kit that really negates so much of Link's pressure is that down B. That shield can last for so long, and because they can hold it, it means that you basically don't need to time it.
Yeah. Anytime you feel like you're in danger, it's just stay back!
Yep. I mean, he's got to have some way to defend himself since he doesn't know how to read.
Wow, he carried him off with that, was that a...
Woo! What a call out!
Okay. Yeah, these guys know each other.
Okay, so this is definitely quite the even game.
I thought Chompy would have had an opportunity to maybe rack up some, like, just some easy extra credit with, like, maybe a jab combo or two, but, man, RP4 went out and said no, stopping all of that.
Absolutely. And I think that Pit is very... Ooh.
Whoa, man.
It's really lucky that Pit's down B doesn't have some kind of break condition. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely called out that normal get up with that up smash.
For sure. I mean, he's gotten them to 150% almost unanswered, and that's the stop.
That outlet too. And with that we learn that Pit does not know how to read.
Does not know how to read.
RP4 definitely showing that he's not unfamiliar to using the bomb. Really good usage of the bomb too. Just making sure that there's just like a constant hitbox moving around, being threatening and kind of intrusive. And at only 65%, he's got a lot of opportunity here to get some extra credit. Ooh, yeah. Catching that grab, doing some extra damage. But those extra jumps really not giving him the opportunity to hit with that up air.
Yo, I think he's starting to, I think he's definitely starting to learn and maybe try to bait those out, because with the way that he threw up the bomb and then went for an attack knowing that Pit was going to jump out of it, that opened up the door for another opportunity to hit with the bomb.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Spike.
Sit down!
But at 102%, he's got a lot of catching up to do. Oh,
Sure.
I think he was going for the up air on landing with that. Didn't quite get it.
Oh man. Well, I mean, with us knowing not only how Pit plays, but also knowing how Chompy likes to play Pit, that uphill battle might be easier than we think.
That shit should be.
Pulled it out immediately. I'm thinking that if he is going to take the stock, it's going to be like a string carrying him off stage.
Yes.
I don't think anymore. I think he's getting a high enough percent that he's going to close it out with forward smash.
Or wait, I think RP4 is going to take it actually.
I'm thinking RP4 is going to
I
take
think
it with a.
up throw almost got it.
I'm thinking forward tilt from RP4.
Kevin, what do you think?
I'm really at a loss right now because.
Up throw! We all
Side B gets grabbed. The side B gets grabbed. Wait, that's like one of the few ways to counter the side B, isn't it? It's kind of like Banjo's side B.
That's really interesting. Yeah, he
Wait,
it was starting to become a habit. He was totally just kind of letting go of the ledge, double jumping, and doing that side beat several times throughout that match, at least.
Oh no! Maybe okay. If he listens to this stream, I hopefully I didn't persuade him.
Right, persuade him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well played match.
Yeah.
Like, RP4's aggression came out in droves in that one. Like you could definitely see the strategy of where like trying to go for that early damage, trying to get that kill before before Chompy can ramp up. Like that was great.
I think it makes a huge difference for this matchup because whoever takes that first stock is going to be able to play that patient campy game if they want to play it. And then the other opponent really has to come to them. And it makes a huge difference for Link because then he doesn't need to play against Pit being an evasive kind of character.
It is a hard matchup playing like Pit when he has full mobility. Because even with characters, like even when I would play Chompy with Mario and I could sometimes get him caught in like a couple of up airs or like a ladder combo, I almost could never finish it because Pit just has so many jumps and he's just so fast. He's quick. Ooh.
Final Destination Pikmin?
More like Pitman. Haha. Oh, it's not looking like Pit's game off top. We got just a couple of hits from Link, but it's like racking on the damage. 75.
Yeah, I've been seeing RP4 throw a lot of up tilts to try to get Ricky to fall into. That's actually, it sounds like it's super obvious, but it's something I should definitely try more too. I kind of struggle with characters who can jump a lot, and I just kind of it screws up with my timing.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
there
was enough. Yeah.
Ooh,
closing out the stock early. Wow, holy crap.
Very early.
Only taken 33% before he took that stock.
Oh.
Does
not get the punish.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he does not get the
Oh,
punish.
no, just whiffed.
He's got it. He's taking it. This is very interesting. I think one of the hardest spots in any kind of match is after you take the stock and getting back into getting back into doing damage. What happened there?
Time. After, I think, 30 seconds, the bomb will explode.
Ah, okay. Well, Chompy taking advantage of that.
50% lead. Nothing too much right now. But yeah, you were saying Solidus, after taking the stock, trying to reset neutral because your opponent has invincibility, right? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the option of getting through the invincibility and then also not allowing your opponent to get to a place where they're more comfortable in starting that neutral, with their invincibility. Trying to, it's all mind games because you can't touch them. They can hit you, but you can't touch them. So you have to try to bait them in order to get them in a position where you want to start.
Yeah.
After getting the first couple hits in, it kind of just strings naturally because then the opponent is also aggressive and knows that oh, I don't have this magic bubble of protection anymore. Woo!
Ooh, a dash
Ooh,
attack.
dash attack.
Wait,
Wow, we rarely see that move.
honestly,
Normally that move is only... Wow, parried. What the crap?
there's so much is happening. Oh, nice!
And see,
Caught him with the bomb.
I think he called out that he was going to pick it up, so he exploded it. If Link pulls the trigger on the bomb while the opponent is starting to pick it up, it'll explode regardless. But if the opponent is already holding the bomb, then Link cannot explode the bomb.
Interesting. That bomb is really coming in clutch to help him out. It's not letting... Ooh, good forward smash. It's not letting Chompy do the edge guarding that he normally does, where he just refuses to let people back on stage. This is... Oh, RP4 is in a great position right now. Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, there it goes.
Still a really good position. 35% to 95.
That's very true. One strong swinging sword attack will take this.
Yep. Chompy definitely trying to keep out of the threat zone, but that's really hard to do against Link. Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Air dodge.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Air dodge into spot dodge.
You know, double evasive.
Spot dodge OP.
Oh!
The hit
Well
from
done.
the bomb just long enough to land that forward air.
I was definitely expecting RP4 to get that hit, detonate it, and then follow up with something after that, and I think that Chompy might have as well. But RP4 just took the opportunity and said, "All right, yeah, it's over now." You can definitely see how
Oh,
I wonder also though, he was conditioning him to see like if he'd jump over the projectiles, so he threw the bomb, and if he did jump, he would have hit anyway with that forward air.
Oh, Battlefield?
On the Battlefield version.
Interesting.
Huh. We'll have to see if there's any more conditioning going on. I think that's always a really cool thing because it's you'll start to see patterns that certain players kind of throw at each other, but then whoa, it was just a little bit like there. But I think like what I was mentioning earlier, where RP4 was throwing for up tilts to try to catch Ricky. I think that's actually part of his condition. I could be wrong, but like there are moments where like RP4 would throw out like a forward air. And I'm like, oh wait, like that was a raw forward air, and how did it hit Ricky? But I think that's part of the conditioning process.
I agree. I think RP4 with his conditioning, he's very careful to make sure that before he starts like throwing out like phantom moves in order to like bait people to do things, he makes sure that they hit first, or at least like once or twice. So you have to respect it and like know the capabilities that move will have, and so you have to like fear that option more than the other outcomes, and then the other outcomes happen.
Yeah, and I think that's like just like like really good like Smash fundamentals in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has to be a threat that has to be respected for it to be a valid conditioner.
Because like you could throw out Mario Fairs, but if you never hit one, then like
then it's not
I
really
know
conditioning.
yeah, I know from experience.
I mean, that's definitely something that you see for any fighting game, really.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, jumping over the boomerang that time and being able to...
Ooh, good ball recovery, and then so I think he threw out the nair to protect himself.
Oh, the pressure.
Oh, falling out of it. Oh, no! Okay. Interesting.
Nice.
That does seem like a really nice way to cover that recovery. Because pitch recovery is linear and it has no hitbox. So if he's gonna come up the stage, it has to follow that path. And if it follows that path, it's gonna run into that down air. I just get so nervous whenever a Link uses the down air because if you use it too low, you won't get back.
Oh, there's that. Ooh, nice side B. That move has so much I guess lag, would it be called, or like just the time it takes for you to get back to neutral and be able to control your character again.
Recovery.
Yes. Ooh, jab block with the arrow.
Jab block with arrow. Yeah. Oh, calling out holding the projectile to make Ricky feel like he's got to use that down B shield and just running up to grab.
Also, the spacing on that bomb that launched him to the other side of the map, that incredibly impressive to not hit himself in the process. But that was very close.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh, going for the T-spike there. Timing not quite right.
Oh, he almost got it again. He went for it again. The bomb throw to forward air.
Oh, this definitely puts him in a rough spot. But he's able to get back to ledge. Okay. But I think he jumped out of shield into that up smash.
Mm-hmm. Chompy had a long road to come back. Had a long road to go down for this comeback, and now he's evened it up. We're at just 1% difference, and final stocks.
Definitely very close.
I'm wondering if Chompy's gonna be a little bit more aggressive, seeing as this, like, if he doesn't take this stock first, that's the end of the tournament.
Well,
Or not
Rick,
end of tournament. He'll reset.
it'll reset. Yep.
Ah, okay.
Although if that does happen, I wonder if Chompy will switch to Ridley. But it's too early to talk about that. This definitely.
It's not over yet.
Yes.
Oh.
Nice down throw to forward air.
Ooh. This is a very even matchup.
Yeah, but it does look like Chompy has.
Awesome.
Oh,
He's going to DI out of that.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say no way.
really
that's
great
the same.
DI. Oh man.
Oh my god, that didn't do anything there. It scared me. Alright.
Yeah, Chompy's
Oh,
playing
no,
so
oh, no.
patiently.
Oh.
No! Not like that!
I thought he was coming back. I thought he was gonna make it.
Well, we're going to game 5, guys.
I think he had already used his jump.
Oh, he
Oh.
air dodged. Oh,
Because he air dodged away as a mix-up, but then I don't think he was able to make it back because he had no jump.
Let's see.
Yeah, Chompy was playing so patiently here.
Oh.
I
yeah.
honestly
I'm
thought
sure
that
he had
was.
his jump or not.
I
No, he
honestly-
used his jump right there. Like, he jumped forward and air dodged backward. He double jumped forward and air dodged backward.
Never land. Yeah, he never landed on the ground.
That's definitely really rough. But both of these guys have talked about like taking the opportunity to really recenter yourself if you're ever feeling like something bad happened. So I don't think that he's really gonna let it get to him.
Whoa, I like that mug you've got there, Zeno.
Yeah, it's made of wood. It's good stuff, man.
That is.
It was
awesome.
a anniversary gift from Christina.
Aw. Yeah, that's super cool. I feel like a Viking having that.
That's good.
Alright, we're going to game 5. Where
I
do
think
you
we're
think
gonna
we're
stay on
going?
Figment.
Justin, thank you so
Gonna
much
move
for the
off
like
of
on the
Figment.
stream.
Oh.
Okay, Smashville.
Smashville.
Oh, we're going to a non-FD or Battlefield stage.
Right.
You guys have any thoughts about how this affects the matchup?
I actually, I used to not think this way, but I actually feel like Smashville is pretty neutral. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I would agree.
On stage, Smashville is mostly neutral, but because of the smaller blast zones, it favors people who can hit hard.
Well, I think that's the thing though. I used to think the blast zones are really small, but I don't think it's that much smaller. But I could be wrong. I just remembered like looking at it one time. I'm like, oh, it's not even that small. Ooh,
The shield's so small.
Oh my god, it goes for it again.
Wow.
That's such a long hitbox.
I think what's nice is both of these guys, not even just their characters, do a really good job at covering a lot of ground on a small stage like this. And you can tell Ricky is super successful when he's able to say, hey, I'm never going to let you land back on ground the way that you want to kind of get reset. And even there, as you guys can see, RP4 really just sucked up half of the stage and was just like, well, Ricky, you're never going to get, you know, some type of grounding again towards the middle of the stage. It's just going to suck for you.
Yeah. Being in the air against these guys is dangerous.
Especially on a stage like this, because there is a platform, but this platform doesn't necessarily like protect you. If anything, this platform makes you kind of vulnerable.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that actually, I think RP4 pointed this out before, is that the platform on Smashville is taller than most other platforms, so it can actually protect you from different attacks.
Yeah. Okay,
so
that makes sense.
Up tilt won't hit the platform. I'm not sure for attacks from Pit, but I imagine that it also would make it so that Pit can't reach without jumping. And even with short hopping, he may not be able to hit the platform.
Oh, that's actually pretty interesting that you say that, because like when you initially said that like it's higher, I was still thinking like, oh yeah, Link's up smash would still get that though. Would that potentially not reach?
I don't know about the up smash, but up tilt definitely. I don't think up tilt will hit.
Up tilt definitely won't hit, but I think it would actually prevent up smash from, unless he was standing there and getting hit by the very last hit, which might be slightly taller. Because it's definitely tall enough that people would fall out of up smash.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I think that RP4 probably picked this stage because it prevents mix-ups from on the side of the stage. So it also gives him a bit of coverage over his head if he's standing in the center stage, and makes it so that Chompy has to land on a platform. He can't. It makes it much more difficult to fall through the platform and attack.
Oh, forcing Chompy to catch those bombs—that's actually like pretty obnoxious for Chompy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it definitely takes away a lot of aerial flexibility.
It seems like RP4 is like he's I don't know if he's entirely figured out Chompy's kind of game plan, but for a while there he was just like every single move that Ricky was throwing out was nothing was hitting. That's a bracket reset.
That was nice. We haven't seen one of those in a while, have we? The bomb stage spikes.
No, we haven't seen it with the bomb, not in a while. Kevin, you got to figure out something to commemorate a bracket reset.
That's a good point. Yeah, now that would be a lot of fun. You know, we don't get them as often. So yeah, no, it would be something for me to kind of think about in that way. So yeah, let me go ahead and reset these scores. Come to think of it, while I'm at that. Funny enough, so here we are. Walter Witherspoon, thank you so much for dropping by. Justin Ennis, thank you for coming through again. Really appreciate the like on it. And then for everybody at home, all of the likes and shares, definitely appreciate how those help us out long term, keeping the stream and everything else going up alive. So right on time with that, guys. And let me take us to take a look at the bracket really quickly. We just had a reset for everyone at home, so let me go ahead and show you guys that in real time as well. So you guys just watched RP4 put Chompy into losers, and we're getting ready to watch the replay of that coming up in just a second. And I gotta imagine the guys are probably just about ready to get started. We'll see in just a second.
Okay, wait. So, do you guys think that there's going to be any character changes?
I think Ricky's
yeah,
definitely
I think
thinking
he's
about
gonna
it.
Stick.
I think it'll be a Ridley switch.
Yeah.
I think that there's going to be a Ridley switch. Although, like, it was pretty close, but I think that he'll at least try one game with Ridley. And if that goes horribly, then
Definitely can move on. No, and I think also there's a lot to think about as far as how the stage selection goes as well, because what we're really kind of dealing with is
there is no Ridley.
there's no change, RP4 did an amazing job taking control of all of the space on that stage in the last match. Ricky barely got to land or come back to center stage and do anything. RP4 basically pivoted in the middle of the stage and just shot stuff backwards and forwards.
Yeah, that center platform definitely helped protect him.
I think going back to going to a stage like Small Battlefield, I think that, gosh, I don't even know really who has the advantage here. I want to say that Pit will do better here than he did in Smash, because I think he can do more like with those with the platforms.
Yeah, the lower platforms.
But I mean, just like the same thing like with the blast zones, I think Small Battlefield has some smaller ones, and Link's power might be able to help him out here. But ooh.
I'm surprised he's actually throwing that out so early into the stock.
Yeah. What is happening here? What is going on?
Interesting.
Okay, I guess that was planned. It seems strange to see the initial side be off stage.
I've seen him do that once or twice before. I don't know if it's a misinput or if it's a controller just like, going crazy, because that's happened to me before.
Oh, I surely hope it's not a controller issue.
Oh,
See, that's what I was talking about catching the bomb recovery. I think that like it will just,
that does make it extremely hard for RP4 to get back on stage.
Link's foot is just stopping.
The foot is treating. Yeah, the foot is clinking with the arrows.
Yeah. I found it really amusing. There's a Link streamer that I watched who was trying to suggest that instead of being called a swordy, that Link should instead be called a booty, because he uses his foot way more.
Yeah, I could see the booty bomby.
Ooh, trying to call out the jumps with a really high up air, but not quite able to reach Chompy there.
Yes, that's
up.
Man. That spin attack is so strong on the ground, and it is like any kind of pressure. If Link is feeling like it's not okay, it's just so much pain immediately.
Yep, it's a great get off me tool, but if it misses, it's so punishable.
Do you know the startup frame on the up B for Link?
I think it's 8 in front.
Okay. Oh, it's 8
wow.
in front. What is behind?
I don't know for behind.
But it's a little bit later, right?
Okay. Yeah, it's later.
Oh, that was almost.
Trying to go for a tech chase there, but
And he lived.
The foot. That will take him though.
Yes. The RP4 still with advantage, but now it's a one-stock game.
And Chompy has definitely shown that he can catch up in damage if he wants to. It does take some mistakes though, so it's not going to be free. Well,
I mean, we might be seeing them. Oh no, got out of it. Oh!
Ooh,
Maybe
the
that fell for the
turnaround on that one.
Really good job baiting out a whiff and then just punishing it with that forward tilt.
How are you guys feeling about, like, in terms of game experience, like, when you get to, like, Game 5, Game 6, Game 7, like, things like that, who do you think has the advantage of, like, learning the other person's strategy sooner?
Between these two?
Yeah.
We probably
I want to give the
personally,
advantage to Chompy.
yeah, we
but
probably personally witnessed Ricky do it more. And I think he might be messing around with a character change right about now. I'm not sure.
That or to stage selection, we have no idea. Well, I really would not be surprised to see Ridley, but at the same time, Ridley's hitbox is so big. Their hurt box is so big. And while Link doesn't have a huge set of combos in his arsenal, he does have enough that hurt box could be really painful to him.
Very true.
I honestly think that I don't think it would benefit him to switch characters because he's been so familiar and he's learning the Link matchup with Pit, and like these aren't landslide games necessarily, and so I think that if he kind of just keeps hammering at it, he'll get it. We're back to FD.
Yeah, with Pokemon FD.
Saffron City.
And this stage brings back memories.
No, I really used to enjoy Saffron City on Nintendo 64.
Holy crap! Oh man, that was close to a really early stock. But at 0, almost catching it, not able to hug the stage quite enough.
Ooh, that's fair.
Ooh, with only 10%? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, he's in a really fantastic position for this game.
Oh my god.
Called it.
Now I might actually take back what I said about just trying to learn the Pit matchup because it seems like RP4 might have figured it out first.
It definitely seems like it.
Fox, what's good? Thanks for coming through on the stream. Got my boy Fox Uchiha, Miles Powers Tails.
Sweet. Tails is dope.
And just because I know he's here, let him know that I am working on those shirts for everybody. Some people may have seen earlier in the week I made a G.I. Joe pun on the Chicago flag. Pretty popular with the t-shirts. Might come through.
That's exciting.
I don't think I've seen RP4 landed down there ledge guard yet.
We've seen one where it wasn't the spike hitbox, it was the bounce hitbox.
Oh, it was a stage spike.
Not a stage spike, I think it just bounced him outward. I'd rather see him go for runoff jump back down airs. Because then if he hits it, he'd get that the spike hitbox. But the timing would definitely be something he'd have to figure out.
Well, I think he heard you.
Yeah, he's using so much good usage of that forward air. It is walling out Chompy so well.
It's almost like Chompy's having a hard time getting within Link's guard and like just hailstorm of projectiles, and he's not like there's no opportunities to really get the same like even just a jab combo like just to rack the damage up. He's not getting that opportunity.
I think it comes back to what we were saying earlier. Oh,
good interception. But not quite enough. Oh, again with
and RP4 makes him pay for it.
So he might be blazing through this reset.
Man, he is definitely on top of his game right now.
Yeah, it's interesting. I know that, like, I think it was literally just yesterday, we were playing some friendlies. It was me, Havenloss, and RP4, and RP4 was saying he was not doing well at all because he was not really able to take a game off of Havenloss yesterday. But, I mean, today it's complete opposite. He's kind of on fire right now.
Yeah, he's definitely playing really fantastically. I'm looking at some of our tournament history, and just as far as we were looking at for the for seeding, for the last 9 weeks, it looks like RP4 has only outplaced Chompy one time out of that whole out of the tournaments that they've played together in.
Wow.
So this could be like the first time that. Oh, hey, we're seeing a character.
There's
switch.
the Ridley.
You guys called it? Yeah, I think that hurt box. Yeah, I think that hurt box is immediately going to be an issue.
I definitely think that's going to be real painful for him. But he doesn't really have much to lose. He's been losing that pit matchup pretty decisively for the last 2 matches. One thing that he does have at his advantage for this matchup is that Ridley's neutral B can explode the bomb, and because RP4 has been playing around just having that bomb on stage all the time, it could lead into some interesting plays if he's able to use it against him.
I was gonna say if he's able to touch him, really, he's only got 3%, and RP4 is racking him up to 143.
Yeah, that hurt box is definitely not playing him any favors.
Now Ridley's heavier than Pit is. I don't think that Link would necessarily struggle to take the stocks away from Chompy, but I think that right on the mouth. Aw. I think that Ricky will potentially have an easier time taking stocks off of RP4 with the Ridley character choice. You just got to get the damage in first.
If he can get the damage in. Yeah, right now, I don't know if his Ridley is warmed up enough. I would have liked to see this switch earlier on, but
I think it would have been a lot safer earlier on, especially like when you have time to adjust.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, that returning boomerang into fair. Oof. Sorry, Nudie, you were saying?
It's still not too late. If Ricky takes this one, he still has more games to go.
That's very true. It's just everything's
true.
on the line with this one.
But these bombs are doing a great job at harassing him.
There's that side B. I honestly think that will be the main stock taking move of Ridley.
Oh, he's got to do it successfully 2 more times.
Oh yes.
Or else
yes.
it will not matter. It does not matter. Yeah.
Yeah, RP4 just trying to wall him out there with the forward air. If it hits right now, forward air 2 will kill from across stage.
But what I do like that I'm seeing that I have not seen in the past couple of matches, Ricky finally getting control of the ground again, but it might be a little too late.
At this point, he is behind still, but this is worlds different than the beginning of the match. Because I think that Ridley will still be able to kill. Oh, that was good, man.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Last time.
That percentage. Yes, all right.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely closer. RP4 definitely just not letting up though with this projectile game. He's been able to string together so many hits.
Yeah, it'll come down to how long can Ridley survive.
That was almost it.
Man.
Woo!
Ooh. Oh no.
Called out the side B.
Ooh.
Yeah, almost able to combo that down tilt into the forward air, but he was just out of reach. Man, Chompy needs to get like a crazy play to be able to turn this around. Or he's got to be able to capitalize on a lot of mistakes.
He has rage right now.
Yeah, he has a full rage. I think that if he doesn't get caught by a random attack, honestly, I think
It's too late.
Woohoo!
RP4 said, the reset doesn't matter. We decided this already.
Take a look at the ricochet on this.
Yeah, some of those bomb plays were really fun to watch.
Yep.
Straight up and down, arrow into it, and then off of the block afterwards, an explosion.
It was had like some duck hunt type plays.
Yeah.